Hello everybody, today I'm going to do a tubeless setup for my friend Sean. So this is the stuff I've got. I've got his rear tyre, front tyre and wheels, a compressor, I've got some soapy water, some sealant, some valves, some ferociously strong tape for the rims, some good tyre levers and a valve remover. So everything's tubeless ready, so this should be pretty straightforward. Watch this space. So first of all, I'm going to add some rim tape to his wheel rims. I'm going to wrap this twice around the rims. So I'm going to start at the opposite end of the valve hole. So I'm going to start from up here. So pulling tightly as I go, and then smoothing it down with my finger, or thumb in this case. And this is really, really good tape. So just wrapping it all the way around. Okay, that's twice round now, and I'm going to overlap the valve hole by about 6 inches, which is about there. So I'm going to cut the tape off there. Okay, so that's one done. I'm going to just smooth the tape down, pressing firmly around the circumference of the wheel. And there you can see nicely, snugly fitted rim tape. So that's one done. Let's do the other one. Okay, so now the rim tape's on, we're just going to punch out a tiny little hole where the valve hole is, just like a tiny little cross with the Stanley knife, and then we're going to push the new tubeless valve through there. So now we just push the valve through the hole that we've created, so it's nice and tight, and press really down so to make an air seal, and then screw on the locking nut. Yeah, with this tubeless valve, it's got a tiny rubber washer as well to give it an extra airtight locking. And just tighten that finger tight for now, and then we'll give it a little tighten a bit later with a tool. Okay, that's both valves in. We're going to use a tubeless valve remover to just take the valves out now, so we can get as much air in as possible to seat the tires. So that's one valve out, put that somewhere safe in my pocket. I'll do the same to the other one. So now, before we put any fluid into the tyre, we're going to put the tyre onto the rim, like so. And then when it gets a little bit hard around here, we can use a tool lever to get the tyre on. Right, so once the tyre's on, just double check that it's nicely seated on both sides of the rim bead, like so. And also check that the tyre rotation is going the right way. And also a cool thing to do is make sure that the decals are in line with the tyre and the rim. That makes your bike look super cool. Yeah, so now I'm just pressing the tyre down, get it nicely seated onto the rim. Okay, that's both tyres on, the rim tape's on, the valves are in. So now, before we put any sealant in, we're just going to get the tyres seated. So we're going to get some soapy water, and we're just going to spray around the edges of the tyre bead on both sides of each tyre. and then repeat on the other side. Like so. So now that's the first tyre in, so we're going to get it seated with the air compressor. Okay, now we're going to add air, and then let's hope we hear the ping and seated. That's what we want to hear. So release all the air. Now the tyre is nicely seated onto the rim. So now we can add sealant. Right, so on this occasion we've got two small tubes of sealant, each containing 59 ml. So what's recommended by our friends is about 120 ml in each tyre. So I'm going to put two of these into there. So before putting any sealant into the tyre, I give it a really good shake to wake up those molecules that do the magic inside the tyre. Then get the tyre at a good angle, like so, and just squeeze the bottle through the valve until it all goes in. So that's one. And then repeat with the other tube. Okay, now the sealant's in, we want to replace the valves. So just screw them in finger tight, and then using your valve core remover, you can tighten it up. Don't over tighten it, just do it tight enough. You don't want it to break the threads. So that's it. The valve is back in. So now we're going to do a little swirly action with the tyre. So watch this. So now we want to get that sealant just working into the tyre. So give your tyre a little swirl, like so, and give it a little swish. Ooh. So do this on both sides. Get the inside of the tyre all nice and sealanted up, and also check that the tyre bead around the tyre is the same all the way around. There's a little line, a little marker guide. So now we've done that, we're going to put some air into the tyre. Okay, so this is the finale now. The sealant is in the tyre, the valve is in. I'm going to add some air. There you have it. One tubeless rock hard tyre. So we're just going to let that sit while we do the other tyre. So I'll tighten that valve up and put the cap on. It's ready to roll. So now we just have to do the other tyre, and then Sean will be one happy fella. Okay, and the final thing to do now is just to get some little pliers and just tighten these up a little bit more. That's it, job done. So there you have it, Shawnee. 2 tubeless tires, all done. Straightforward, no mess, all done. So until next time folks, thank you for watching, and see you next time.